What's good, guys? Welcome to Belmondo TV. It's JC back again with another video. Guys, welcome. I did say they're gonna be coming quick, fast, furious. Thank you so much. The impact at the moment with my videos, I'm loving it. I'm hitting my numbers. The turnaround, it seemed to be, the channel's going far. It's growing really fast than I thought, and that's dedication. Dedication. I've always got something to say. I'm not just coming on the channel for the sake of it. I've always got things to say. I run a business. I meet so many people, so there's always something to talk about. So guys, this video today, it's a subject, this conversation I was having yesterday with a friend of mine. Funny enough, he asked me, like, Jay, in your opinion, what are the five attributes you need to have an untouchable relationship, friendship, marriage, whatever that is, that connection? What are the five untouchable attributes that you need to survive? Now, before I start, guys, please, I'm loving the support. The channel's growing. YouTube is being kind to me. Thank you, YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. Let's go. Let's keep growing. I'm going to try and do as much as I can. Every single day I'm going to upload a video. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, this is one of the videos I decided to do. I'm on the road, so it's nice to get in the car and do this. Sometimes it's going to be in the office. As you know, I run my own business. And sometimes it's going to be when I'm in a studio. I'm also an artist when I'm recording on a journey. So there's a lot to come, guys. Sometimes you might even see me perform on stage. Sometimes I might even share, some of the videos I'm doing with them in terms of songs and releases I'm doing with the boys. I might put it on the channel, right? So thank you for this journey. Like I said, there's a lot coming up. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and let's move. Right, let's go. Five things we need. Now, when it comes to relationship, friendships, marriages, whatever that is, there has to be, for me, there are five attributes. There are five that I think, in my opinion, not that I'm preaching anyone else, in my humble opinion, these are the five key things that you need to have an amazing relationship, untouchable. Now, number one, loyalty. Now, guys, let me say this. To me, loyalty is like the most important, because loyalty, when someone's loyal to me, I will run through brick walls for them. And I can tell you this for now, loyalty is not something that you can find easy on this earth. And I'm telling you, in my lifetime, I've only ever come across two people in my lifetime that I can really say, wow, how can this person be so loyal? I've always looked back, and unfortunately for me, which is a bad thing sometimes, I've always compared that with everyone else because the standard was so high. A long time ago, there were people that were in my life that loyalty was unbelievable. Since then, yeah, you have friendships that you're close to. You have relationships that you love the person, you think they love you, but that doesn't mean loyalty's there. I've not had that. I've not seen the same loyalty, and that's me being very honest. Because loyalty to me, it means that person will never betray you. regardless of the circumstances. Regardless. Someone can put a gun. It's like when you get them gangsters, that dedicated gangsters. They get caught and the police is like, we're going to offer you this, we're going to offer you that to betray your friends and whatever, your colleagues and whatever. They have a gangsters, your boss. And you see these people like, nope, I'd rather die. Because it's like it's in the blood. That's loyalty. You know, I'm not saying go and do crime and be a criminal now. I'm saying in terms of what you see when these people stay loyal to their team, to the people they care about. It's so hard to find loyalty. When you're in business, you need someone you can trust with a lot of things. You know they're not going to go and sell you out. They're not going to walk away and start bitching about you. They're not going to. That's loyalty. If you're in a relationship, even so loyal that you're not going to criticize that person, they're not going to criticize you in front of their friends and family. That's loyalty. That's untouchable. You can't get that. I'm telling you right now, it's priceless. I have not come in probably in the last 20 years, I've not come across anyone. You know, I've got people in my life that I absolutely love dearly, friends and family, whatever. But I have not come across someone who's so loyal for me to think, you know what, I will do anything for them. I've not come across that. Because it's a hard thing to have. For that person to stand by you, regardless of the situation, regardless of the falling out, regardless of the fights that you've had, and still say, you know what, I shall not speak badly of that person. And it kind of almost makes you forgive them because they become untouchable. They become like, you know, you're not putting them on a pedestal, but you're almost like, I will die for you because I can trust you with anything in my life. Even if you make mistakes, they're still loyal to you because it's in them. It's what they are. It's like I don't know. I can't say it, but loyalty, guys. Number one for me is loyalty. Loyalty in a relationship, friendship, marriages is number one. It makes your friendship, relationship untouchable because that person is always going to be by your side. And even if you've fallen out, they'll walk away. They won't criticize you. They won't tell the world who you are. They're not going to threaten you. That's number one, guys. So loyalty is number one. Number two, guys, trust. Now, when we talk about trust, I'm guessing we're talking about pretty similar to loyalty, right? Because trust is knowing that you can be yourself and that person is not going to judge you. You can tell them your worst secret. You know deep down in your heart they will keep it to themselves till the dying day. If it's in a friendship, you know when that person says something, they're going to deliver because the trust is there. And even if they don't deliver and there's a good reason behind it, but you know there's trust. Most of the time, you know trust is there. They're not going to say one thing and do another. They're not going to promise you the world and give you the moon instead of the world, you know? So trust to me is vital because in marriages, in relationships, trust knowing that, you know, I think that this is one of the things that many people lack. Trust means you can allow that person to be out of your vision, to go on holiday, to go on a trip, to go out with their friends, and you know they're going to be loyal to you. This is why I said it's very similar to loyalty, because you trust them. In a marriage, you're not worried because you know that person absolutely loves you. So for me, And these are the things that I represent. And I'm not saying this because for the sake of saying it. I'm not saying this because for the sake of the video. I'm saying this because this is what I live by. I expect trust from other people because I will deliver exactly the same thing. I can trust people, and you can trust me. If I'm in a relationship, I can never ever betray, cheat. Yeah, there may be opportunity. Guys, I'm giving an example. Let's say I'm in a relationship and I love that person. Yeah, there may be women and whatever else, but staying faithful, giving that person that loves you trust, showing them that, you know what, darling, I can go anywhere. Just know you have my heart. That is priceless, and I've got that in abundance. Never in my lifetime have I betrayed that. And that's what, for me, the higher value. Loyalty, trust. That's what makes a higher value person. Those standards. So guys, my number 2 is trust. You've got to be able to have trust in a business, knowing that that person is not going to leave you and take your business ideas and go and build another business very similar to you. These are part of trust. You know, as a boss, if you're hiring people, you always look to that person. You know what, that looks like a decent person. I can trust them with certain information that can only stay in a company, certain ideas that it's only for this company. I can trust them to deliver. I can trust them to be there for me. Trust is number 2, guys. That's why it's vital to make sure when you're picking people, when you're picking friendships, relationships, business partners, those are the basics. Trust, loyalty. Now, number 3 has to be emotional intelligence. And that leans more towards a romantic relationship. Yeah, emotional intelligence. Although you can have a relationship with friendship, but you still need to be emotionally intelligent. Now, when it comes to emotional intelligence, it's understanding, managing your emotions, having empathy of the other person's emotions. Now, this is my list, guys, but it's so important because I'm learning these things now. I'm a grown-ass man, but I've done a lot of you know, my friends will tell you, the people around me, there's one thing: you can be in an environment people underestimate your ability. But one thing with me is that for every mistake that I make, I will do everything I can to master it. It's about growth. It's about growth. Things like emotional intelligence and, trust. Yeah, you know, I've always been someone that's been faithful in friendships, being loyal. You know, be true to myself, be true to the people that I care about and love. That's my DNA. That I know for sure, that makes me high value. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant, but I know for sure that's one thing you're gonna get with me. But things like emotional intelligence, these are the things that I've had to learn. How to control your emotions, how to deal with your emotion, how to rationalize your emotion in a chaotic environment, being able to stay centered, you know, being able to manage and deal with the chaos around you. If you're in a friendship, relationship, if the other person is having emotional outburst, It's your job to be able to stay centered and manage that emotion, calm the place down. You are meant to be the calming influence. These are the things I've had to learn. I've researched and reading books. You know, these are the things that you're going to carry throughout life. So emotional intelligence is a must, guys. Being able to manage your emotions and other people's emotions, being able to stay cool, being able to understand, empathize with other people. Guys, number 4, kindness. Now, this is something else. This is something else that is vital. It's vital because I think kindness is having that empathy towards the people that you care about, the people you love, society. One of the biggest things that's really missing in this world is kindness, isn't it? If you look at it, in a friendship, in a relationship, to be there. And this isn't something else that I've had to learn. Of course, there's been situations where if you're kind, you keep giving kindness, and there's people around you taking it for granted, you know, because you can be kind, but if you're in an environment where people are taking it for granted and you can see that they don't appreciate you, you're not going to be kind. You know, you're not going to want to be in that environment, because it works two ways. Not that you're expecting anything back, but it's just that appreciation. In the same way that we teach kids, you know, if you give them something, say thank you. You know, that's the same thing with kindness. When you're kind to people, you're not expecting anything back. But if they're taking a piss, you're going to be like, nah, I'm not having this. Again, that's the value. Going back to higher value, that's just a standard. That's the boundaries. That's the value you set for yourself and everyone that's around you. I'm going to be kind to you. I don't expect anything from you. But what I expect, you to be gracious. You know? You to appreciate what I do. If you have a friend, you do a lot of favors for them, and all they do is take the mick out of you. At some point, you're going to be like, no, I'm not doing this again. I keep giving you a lift to work, coming to you, picking you up and taking you to work. And one day I'll ask you a favor, you're not there for me. Come on. It's not that I'm expecting anything from you, but it works two ways. You know? Kindness. So, guys, important. That's number 4. Kindness. Giving. Not expecting, but at the same time, you expect people to appreciate. Be gracious and be thankful. So that's number 4. Last but not least, guys, safety. Now, when it comes to safety, I'm talking about creating a safe environment in your friendship, in your relationships, in your marriage, whatever that may be. Safety is vital, because this is one thing as well. This is one of the biggest thing for me, a game changer that really made me see things different. Because in this lifetime, you know, you're going to be, there's so many different environments you're going to come across. Work environment, family gatherings, your own family, your own kids. You know, there's so many environments you're going to be in. And you've got to be able to create an environment where people feel safe around you. You've got to be very similar to emotional intelligence. Creating that safety. If you're the boss of a company, you know, like I said, having a business and having some of the situation I've got now, it's really made me grow as a man, as a human being, and it's not something that I was good at, but I've had a lot to learn. And when you're in the work environment, especially as a boss, you've got to create an environment where people come into work enjoy being there. Like, they enjoy talking to you. They are heard. They are seen by you. You take time, you listen to them. You get to know them. Creating that environment where they can be themselves. And you would find always, when you create that kind of environment, people are going to want to be around you. People are going to want to be in your company. People are going to want to work for you. In a relationship, men, women, they're going to want to be around you. In a relationship, if your partner is seen and heard, that's a safety, that's a big deal. These are the things I've had to learn. You allow them this space to speak their minds, to listen to their ideas. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything they're saying, but just create that safe environment for your kids, wife, husband, your staff members. Create that environment where everyone can feel safe. They can be themselves. They can cry. They can rant. You have to be the center of their emotional safety, which is very similar to emotional intelligence, kindness, trust, loyalty. Guys, that's powerful. You create that, you will be untouchable. You will have untouchable relationships, friendships. You're going to create a beautiful environment for people to work around. These are the most important thing for me, and I'm saying this now because this is where I am right now in my life. I've made my mistakes. I look back on it because that's what self-awareness is. Regardless of what people say, people can talk, whatever, but you've got to look at yourself and always look to make that change, because that's what I said it before. We're here for a reason. And one of the most important things you can do in life is just look at yourself and try to learn as much as you can. Try to be the best version of yourself. And I'm growing, and that's dangerous, you know? So loyalty, trust, emotional intelligence, kindness, safety, major attributes to make any relationship, friendship untouchable. Now, if the person you're with, friends that you're with, if they go and break that, then you've got to have your own boundaries. Adios. But in terms of yourself, what you expect from yourself: loyalty, trust, emotional intelligence, and kindness, safety. You create that, you will attract this similar people to you. You will attract people that view life in the same way that you do. Guys, you know, it's about growth. I can't stress it anymore. It's about growing intelligence, knowledge, common sense. Yes, I know when it comes to common sense, not everyone's got it. But try your best. Keep learning. Keep loving. Keep creating an environment for people to, you know, I can see it. I can see, I'm in places where you turn out, people smiling. Hey, Jay. People smiling, hugging you, and they want to be around you. You're creating that safe. Kids want to be around you because you're becoming that safe place. So guys, make sure you look after yourselves. Stay humble. Keep learning. And keep growing. Love. It's been a pleasure, guys. Mwah.